Hello listeners, welcome back to another session. I get to sit down with Frisco Hardbody Sco as he's here to talk about his new single, Play No Games, featuring Sada Baby. So tune in as Frisco takes us through his journey in music. He's been through a lot of hard times, but he's here to do something not just for his family, but for his community as well. This is a great session with an incredible talent, so tune in and enjoy. Welcome to IPA Sessions. Welcome to IPA Sessions, a podcast for independent artists. As always, I'm your host, Kay Jacob. And once again, I have another fantastic artist from Forever Hollands Management. Thank you, Dom. Appreciate it. I have a songwriter, a singer, and a rapper here to promote his new single, Play No Games, featuring Sada Baby, and to promote a new album soon to come. This is Frisco Hardbody Sco. Welcome to the show. Say hi.
Hey, what's up? How y'all doing?
Hey, man. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day. This is exciting. You actually have a brand new song out right now, today, streaming on all platforms, right?
Yeah, we got plenty of songs, yep.
That's amazing. So yeah, you have a new single, and you actually performed with another artist as well. Tell me all about this work. What's happening? What's the deal? Where's this music? Where can we find it? How can we listen to you guys?
Man, you can find Frisco Hardbody Sco on all streaming platforms, all social medias, just at Frisco Hardbody Sco. And the music is on all platforms, Apple, Spotify, YouTube Music. Wherever you find your music, that's where I'm at.
Awesome. And there are links in the show notes, so please jump over there, check them out. Go show some support for Frisco. And Frisco, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you, man? How did you get into music? How did you become a songwriter and a rapper? What's your story?
I'm a young black man from Peoria, Illinois, and sad to say, kind of like the same story with a lot of young black men that grew up without fathers and poverty, and I don't want to say the exact same story because I kind of rose from it, but I come from that, and I kind of turned my pain into a passion, and shit, like it spiraled into like music. I've been had love for a long time, but I just decided like I want to get out the streets and focus on this. So
yeah, no, it's funny because I was talking to Dom and Kirk, and they told me that there's 3 words you want people to know when they hear you, which is boss, authentic, and overcomer.
yeah.
Can you tell me what you mean?
By boss, okay, I can tell you about boss for sure. I mean, a boss is somebody that's able to lead, not just say the word boss, but able to lead those around them, get you in the right direction and show you the way. So I definitely embody that from when I was a little kid. I've been that way for a very long time now. So, and it took me a minute to understand I was a boss, and now knowing I am a boss, I'll move like one. And overcomer, I've been through a lot of things in my life, a lot of things, scary things, and I'm still standing, I'm still standing. So definitely an overcomer. Oh yeah, authentic, man. I'm true to my story. I'm true to my journey. I'm true to my people. So, man, it don't get no realer than that. Like, I'm not trying to portray nothing. I'm in love with me. You know what I'm saying? I love being me. I'm not trying to be nobody else. I love me. So it don't get no more authentic than that.
I like it. Just be who you are. That's why I like having everyone on this show, is just to promote yourself, who you are, what you do. So tell me about this new single, Play No Games. How did this come about? And what's the journey behind this?
Play No Games. This is, of course, me, Frisco Hardbody Sco. Y'all go check me out on all streaming platforms. But this Play No Games is featuring Sada Baby, and basically Sada Baby is on tour right now. I don't know when the tour wraps up, but I got at his team, and they got back at me and was able to create a beautiful song. He from the same area I'm from.
That's awesome.
With the Midwest. So we came together and we got a beautiful song, So shout out to him for coming through for me, blessing the song. And yeah, it's great, man. It's great.
That's awesome. And now this song is a single that's out right now, streaming on all music platforms. Go listen to it.
Yes,
but it's also going to be coming out on a full feature album that you have, correct?
Yes, it is.
Tell me all about this album soon to come, if you can talk about it. I don't know if it's ready yet, but I know it's coming, right?
Yeah, it's coming. So first and foremost, I want to like give a thanks to like my whole city for supporting me, being behind me, and they part of the main reason why I'm able to do things like what I'm doing right now, and being in position I am right now. So Peoria, Illinois. So the album is called Welcome to Yoderville, and I'm very excited about it. The streets want it. Everybody asking about it, and I'm really excited to like bring it to the people. It ain't done yet, but I'm doing everything I can do to make sure the songs are top notch. The production is top notch. The artistry that I invite to the album is top notch. I mean, this gonna be one for sure. This is gonna be one. This going down
Awesome.
in history, man. Welcome to Yoderville. That's the name of the album. Everyone stay in tune. Welcome to Yoderville.
All right. All right. Stay tuned for that. Heck yeah, man. That's awesome. So tell me, I want to go back to the single because that's what we're here to talk about. Promote your music, promote you. How did this come about? Like, I know that you said, Sada Baby came on, he blessed your song. That's a huge push for you. That's amazing. How did it come about? What's the inspiration behind this song? And can you kind of take me through your technical process of everything?
Okay, the song itself, it came about like I'm really just inspired off when I hear something. I just go off. I really don't do like a premeditated type of song. I just usually hear something and I just attack it, So I've been wanting to get him on a song for some time now, So I reached out, and by the grace of God, they just reached back. So that was the blessing. And the technical process, like I got a producer out of Peoria, Illinois. His name is Cloud9. He produces a lot of my songs, and he still will be producing a lot of things. But I also got a new producer called Javion. So that's my official producer. He ain't producing the songs yet, but he will be. And the
Nice.
technical process, like I record in many places: Bloomington, Illinois, Peoria, Illinois, Atlanta, Georgia. I record a lot of places, but how I like to record is happy place, good vibes. I don't really do no smoking, no drinking, so I'm really all focused, man. So when you see me and you hear something from me, you know where it came from. A good place. Not to say that anybody that does that ain't in a good place, but
Hey, to each their own. I get it, man. I like it. A little straight edge rap. I dig it, man. Speaking your truth, your honesty, singing what you know, man.
for sure.
So moving along here, to make this song, did you go through a process of writing it out first, or was the beat given to you and you kind of just felt it? How did it all, really come together?
A lot of people send me beats and I appreciate them, but I get beat packs. And I had a beat pack, like I said, from Cloud9, and I just heard the beat and it spoke to me. I was listening for something that I feel like Sada Baby could really like do his best job on, because he a high energy type of guy, So I was really looking for that. I played the beat and I ain't even listened to no more. I heard the Play No Games beat and it stole everything. Like it took the moment. So as soon as I heard it, I sat down with it for maybe like an hour. I wrote the chorus out and I freestyled the verse, by the way. So I
Oh,
wrote the chorus
nice.
out, freestyled the verse. I kind of did this all within like a 2-day time period. Like I said, listened to it for an hour, went to the studio, freestyled the verse, sent it over there to his team. They sent it back, and man, we got a beautiful song. Hey, shout out to the whole team over there, Sada Baby's team. Appreciate y'all for coming through for me, man.
Man, that's awesome. That's quick work too, man. That's impressive. All in all, it took you about 2 days to get everything together.
Yeah,
We mentioned that you are a singer. You don't just rap and speak these lyrics. You sing, and I know you have another song out there called "Stay Focused,"
yeah.
and you can hear like you said in your chorus that you're singing. How did singing become a part of your style, and what inspired you to be a singer and a rapper?
Well, growing up, my grandmother, my mom, my aunties, my uncles, they always listened to blues. A lot of blues is played in my house, and I just sung along to these songs. It's Sir Charles Jones, Aretha Franklin, the Isley Brothers, just a lot of R&B and blues. So like I've been had like a sultry like soul, So and that never left. I would love to keep exploring that side of me, and I'm never going to stop singing. So anybody that falls in love with me as a rapper, you have to know that I sing. And anybody that falls in love with me as a singer, you got to know that I rap.
It's a 2-in-1 deal. I like it,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah.
like it. So as you're doing this project, it took you about 2 days to get it all together. Was the totality of this entire creation a 2-day process alone, or did it take you about a week? I know you had to, communicate, go back and forth with Sada's team and everything.
Yeah.
How was that process for you? And was it different than what you've normally done in the past?
This maybe not the first. This is maybe the second or third time where I've been in contact with someone's whole team that's like, I don't want to say, bona fide superstars. Sada Baby's a superstar in his own right. So this is like a moment where like people have other obligations, whether it's their own music, their own tour, their own artist that they sign. So you kind of got to be mindful of that. So when you're reaching out to an artist that's like successful in their own right, you have to be patient with the process. And I think this is one of those times because it wasn't like a 2-day turnover for him. I did the song in 2 days, but it took maybe like a week, a little over a week for him to send it back. So you know how I am as an artist. I'm hungry. I'm ready for you to send it back.
Right.
Man, let me hear that. Like,
I have to say, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I have to say for an artist that's of Sada's caliber right now, a week is pretty impressive considering how busy his schedule must be. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
That's inspiring. Like he actually really seemed to care about this project to get that information, to get that feedback, and to give you the audio that you need. That's pretty impressive, man.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Sada Baby, like I said, and his whole team for being transparent with me and like coming through for me, man. Yeah. That was nice, man. I appreciate it for sure. My city, they on the proud for this one, man. They need this one, so I'm happy. I'm excited.
That's awesome, dude. Sometimes I like to get into a bit of the finances for stuff. As an independent artist, as someone who's been doing this for, I want to say you've been doing this for a fair while now. You have a couple of singles out. It seems like over at least a 3 to 4 year period. How long in total have you been actively performing, rapping, and writing, and all that?
I've been active. Okay, for those who don't know, I'm gonna give you a quick glimpse into like my life. I did a prison stint, so that's for more people to dig into. Like I'm an open book if you want to know. But my whole life from the time I started rapping maybe 7 or 8, but I started taking it serious when I was maybe like 12 or 13 and started recording and traveling professionally. So from 13 up until now, that's roughly like almost 20 years. So I'm just now getting to a place where there's nothing but this. There's nothing but this. You know what I'm saying? It's only music, nothing else. So, and that's been 5 years, man.
5 years actively singing and performing and writing.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I appreciate you opening up too about your stint in prison, man. That's hardcore. That's not jail time.
Yeah, man.
So that obviously had affected, your ability to be able to continue, rapping and performing. Would you say that your life experience really goes into your music as well?
It does. That's what I mean by authentic. Yeah. I mean, because there's a lot of things that people say, people do, people try to portray, and I don't want to like knock them for that. But me, when you listen to me, when you hear me, whether it be in person or music, however you get any type of interaction with me, always expect me to be me, tell my story the proper way, and stay true to me. Like I'm not shying away from no question. I'm not shying away from who I am as a man, as a person. I'm confidently me,
So Frisco, I really appreciate you just opening up and telling us about, just how authentic you are. And something I like to ask a lot of independent artists when it comes to creating their works, to making their music, whether, they're writing or producing it or singing, there's always a bit of finance that goes into it. And a lot of times as independent artists, we self-finance. I know that you've been doing this for about 5 years. I know that you've had your stint that put you away for a while, but coming back at this economically, have you started seeing benefits as an artist? Has there been financial benefits to this so far, or is it kind of still building up that resume, so to speak?
It's been a mixture of both. We've been seeing some financial benefits, some streams, and some merchandise, and I mean, maybe not enough to like stop hustling and I mean hustling in the point of like grinding it out. We haven't made it to the point where we just can relax, but we definitely see checks, and we still building up the catalog and putting the groundwork in to build me as an artist. My whole team is, so it's like a yes to both. We are seeing income, and yes, we're still building.
There's definitely been a financial payout, maybe not to the extent that you're really wanting, but it has started paying out in a way, whether it's a metaphorical payout or even an actual physical payout. So that's good, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Would you say that the finances that you have put into it yourself have been worth it?
Oh yeah, 1,000%, my God, 1,000%, 1,000%.
For any independent artists out there, especially for young rappers, young musicians, singers, what would you say, like, to kind of anticipate financially that they should prepare themselves for?
I mean, you gotta. I mean, with anything that you're doing, it take a little hard work and some investment. So I don't want anyone to think like, okay, you just can have a dream and that's it. You have to put your all into that dream. So financially is included. So like, I don't want anyone to be discouraged. Like, okay, well, I don't have the financial stability to support this, but as long as you have something, you can figure it out, because you're not gonna be able to do this with nothing. So please go into this knowing that you have to support it financially for sure.
Yeah. And I mean, we've talked with many other artists that all said, look, there are ways, like, you don't have to go to a studio and pay thousands of dollars. You can set up your own equipment. You can find,
Yep.
easy, affordable things, whether it's through Amazon online or going to your local guitar shop. Like, there are options out there. So just be creative, right?
Yeah, yep. I got my whole get up. I mean, like, we at the day and age right now, like the sound that you get at the top tier studio, you can damn near match it with your own get up. Maybe
Right.
maybe not as with all the plugins, but you definitely can get great sound at a home studio. So like, it's definitely ways around it to like benefit you for sure.
And speaking of sound, I just want to touch one more time on your new single. We're gonna keep
Yeah,
plugging that thing.
yeah,
It's out right
yeah.
now, guys.
Let
Go
them know
listen
it.
to it. Would you say that how you went about making this? We talked about the technical process of everything, and of course, you're working with another team as well, kind of reaching across the aisle.
Yeah.
That their audio quality, your audio quality, matching that, having a studio format. Has this been a more I guess professional grade type of audio that you've dealt with in a long time, compared to your previous music and your previous singles?
Oh yeah. Hands down. I don't know if you mean from like when I used to rap, maybe when I first started putting music out when I
Yes.
was. Yeah, for sure, 1,000%. Like right now, any song you listen to me right now is mixed, mastered, top notch sounding. So yeah,
That's
for
awesome.
sure,
No, I appreciate that,
for
and I
sure,
mean,
man.
I'm sure you can hear it in the quality too.
Oh, for
And
sure.
if someone does want to go about looking into the studio, maybe they do get the funds together that they need, and they want to get that higher quality. What's a good way they can go about trying to find studios to go and record with, or maybe find a network of people like you? You have your producers, you have your team, you have Forever Holland's management that you work with. What's a good way, maybe based on your own personal experience, that someone can go out there and find these connections, find ways to make it work?
Okay, so for any young artist or any artist, period, like first you have to like grow your own. What I mean by grow your own, find yourself as an artist, as a person, for someone to believe in you. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't do that, how can you have anyone else believe in you? You know what I'm saying? So like that's the first thing. So because we all want something to invest our time and energy into. So like that's the first thing. Do that. And once you do that, I don't want to say it's going to be easy, but it's going to be easier to find the right people when you got your sound developed, your artistry developed, your online image developed, whatever that is. You have to have something. It don't have to be a lot, but you have to have something. You want to bring people into your world, and however you can achieve that is up to you, but you can achieve it. So, and once you start doing that, people are going to come. The right people are going to come. I promise you that. The right people are going to find you. You won't have to so much find them. They'll find you.
Thank you so much for sharing that, man. And I really appreciate you coming on today and talking about your new single, which is out right now,
Right
Play No
now.
Games, featuring Sada Baby.
Yep.
Hey, I hope you liked what you listened to so far. We're just taking a quick break because, as always, our amazing musical guest has been kind enough to give us Play No Games to play right here on IPA for the listeners out there. You can find this song streaming on all music platforms: Spotify, iTunes, Tidal. Wherever you listen to your music, look for Frisco Hardbody Sco and his new single, Play No Games, featuring Sada Baby. Enjoy.
Are you still on Cloud Nine? Like, what is this like?
Do you know where you are? I won't play no games, hop out on feet and let that flame hit him. Come outside, just might wet your topic. It ain't raining, nigga. I feel like a stylist, pay me well, then I change a nigga. He gon' think a train hit him if he survive his angels with him. I won't play no games, hop out on feet and let that flame hit him. Come outside, just might wet your topic. It ain't raining, nigga. I feel like a stylist, pay me well, then I change a nigga. He gon' think a train hit him if he survive his angels with him.
He must have had God with him. I had squad with me. Them niggas that slide with me. You had them niggas that had with you. So them the niggas that died with you. Told you I was gonna come get you. Call him broad daylight split him. Smoke whoever that's with him. Pork in his back, he finished. FN from my new foreign bitch, she finished. Submachine gun on my hip, this bitch a finick. AR the porn to snap back up out of his fitted.
I won't play no games, hop out on feet and let that flame hit him. Come outside, just might wet your topic. It ain't raining, nigga. I feel like a stylist, pay me well, then I change a nigga. He gon' think a train hit him if he survive his angels with him. I won't play no games, hop out on feet and let that flame hit him. Come outside, just might wet your topic. It ain't raining, nigga. I feel like a stylist, pay me well, then I change a nigga. He gon' think a train hit him if he survive his angels with him. It's been 10 years and they still pissed that I killed their dog, but they won't get involved cause I'm known to slide like a MasterCard. Loading magazines in this bitch, who want a catalog? Ain't talking Hitler, my nigga, but I let Adolf. Serial killer, yeah, little nigga, not talking Kellogg. I got out of jail and I splashed hard, cannonball. He tried to run, but I hawked him down, yeah, I had to catch him. I had to stretch him, he caught these bullets, Odell Beckham. 2-time felon, you think you steppin', I'll overstep your known stepper. I could make a treadmill jealous, I ain't got time to be fighting no nigga. This ain't taking up my weapon, leave his brains in the car, this shit get deadly. I won't play no games, hop out on feet and let that flame hit him. Come outside, just might wet your topic. It ain't raining, nigga. I feel like a stylist, pay me well, then I change a nigga. He gon' think a train hit him if he survive his angels with him. I won't play no games, hop out on feet and let that flame hit him. Come outside, just might wet your topic. It ain't raining, nigga. I feel like a stylist, pay me well, then I change a nigga. He gon' think a train hit him if he survive his angels with him.
Yeah, what they talk about? Huh? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I won't play no games, hop out on feet, let that flame hit him. Come outside, this might with your topic. It ain't raining, nigga. Yeah.
Do you know where you are?
Hardbody, nigga! That part!
All right, that was Play No Games by Frisco Hardbody Sco. Do yourself a favor, go out there, support this guy, check out his song, check out his other songs, streaming right now on all music platforms. And now, back to the conversation. I want to get into some fun questions now. I want to talk about the ups and downs of this industry, the ups and downs of being an artist. And my first question for you.
Okay, let's do it.
What's the biggest challenge that you had to overcome? And maybe it's something that you're still working on, whether it's in relation to being a musician or even with relation to making this music, making this new single.
I mean, some of the biggest challenges, man, is like, I got a lot of people who love and adore me now. You know what I'm saying? But as an artist, like, I still think we still yearn for certain people to believe in us, for certain people to rock with us the way other people rock with us, you know? And I think that's something I battle. Like, I don't want to downplay all the love and adoration I do get, because I do get a lot. But I still have doubters, and then maybe that's like a flaw within me. But like, I be anxious to like let people know, like, okay, you think you can doubt me? You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest artists have that still too, though. I don't think it's just artists on the come up. The biggest artists across the world, I probably think they approach things like that with the doubters, the naysayers. They still want to attack it the same way. So that's one of my battles, so to speak.
I love that answer. It's not self-doubt that's your biggest challenge. It's the doubt of others.
Right.
And facing that and being like, all right, well, I guess I got to prove you wrong. And how do you do it? You make your music, you put it out there,
Yep.
you keep pushing yourself. I love that, man. That's a great answer. You know, I want to ask you too, as an artist, you know, you've been doing this for about 5 years. And as you stated earlier, you know, you have all this music that you've been inspired by, that you've been listening to for a long time. You know this world, you like this world. So there are a lot of things that you go into this expecting to happen. But what is something unexpected that you had to face? Maybe it's something that you learned right then and there in the moment.
I right now,
I'm still learning the game, like on a professional side, you know, like I think a lot of artists think this is just music, but no, music is only maybe 10 to 20% of the music business. A lot of this is business, marketing, promoting, and putting yourself out there, telling your story. It's more so about that than it is the actual music itself. So any young artist or any upcoming artist wanting to know like what's really going on behind the scenes, it's not all music, man. It's your marketing, it's your promoting, it's the showing your face and like getting your connections right. That's the real struggle, not the music. We can go write a song and record it. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what it is. That right there.
It sounds like that comes back to those 3 words that you stated earlier, you know, the being a boss, knowing that you're a boss, being authentic, being true to who you are, owning your past, owning who you are. And then of course, overcoming it all. And I mean, you spent time locked away for so long and you overcame that and you put it out there. And now you got to take all of that and put it into your marketing and be like, all right, this is who I am. You know, it is what it is. Here's my music. Enjoy. I love that, man. That's awesome. So moving along here, what's a hard reality you've had to deal with and accept? You know, something that's discouraging that you had to maybe push through or just accept it. Because, you know, sometimes it's just a fact of life. There's no way around this. You can't do anything about it. You just have to embrace it and move forward. So what's been a hard reality for you as an artist?
I can go back to, it was just a couple, but I can also go back to that same thing where I said doubters. Like it's no matter how successful I grow to be, I can go win 10 fucking Grammys and go on and go 10 times platinum. There's always going to be naysayers. They're always, so like, that's still like a gift and a curse for me. You know what I'm saying? But like another harsh reality is like sometimes you got to go through things that you don't want to go through, so far as like to play this game behind the scenes. Sometimes you're going to have to do things that you don't want to do, as long as you don't compromise your character, which is I'll never do. But you're going to have to be in rooms you don't want to be in, have conversations that you don't want to have for the betterment of you and your career. So like I said, it's a beautiful game, but at the same time it can be ugly. So I don't want anyone to get into this thing and it's like all peachy.
Right.
Be ready for the bumps and bruises that come along with this.
Well, you know, correct me if I'm wrong on saying this, but it sounds like to me it's kind of that saying of, well, I'm not selling out, I'm buying in.
That's exactly what it is.
But at the same time, like you stated also, you can buy in. You don't have to sell out because you don't have to compromise your character, but there are tough decisions, tough things that you're going to have to make, whether it's financially, from a business perspective, or maybe even with certain music, certain rappers where like you can appreciate them, but what they're bringing to the table may not be what you want to represent or what you want to, sing along with.
Yeah. It's a prime example. Like, say for instance, if there's an artist like I don't particularly like their style, but they have an amazing fan base, and my team like, hey, Frisco, this is a good look for us, I go ahead and do it for the betterment of me and the team. That's a prime example of not necessarily selling out, but doing something that you probably necessarily wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying?
But it does have a benefit that could help you down the road.
Exactly.
I can respect that. Yeah, those are hard choices. That's definitely a hard reality to accept too, of being like, well, I'm not compromising my character, but I am having to make a compromise to a point on certain things. I can respect that.
For sure.
It's the industry we deal with. All right, I want to ask you now some more fun questions here. That's all the tough stuff. We got all the hard stuff out of the way, which you just flew through. You seem to fully embrace that. I mean, you seem to know how to adapt and just let it happen. You're like, this is it. It's a part of it. You accept it. I get that. Yeah. So I want to ask you, man, what has been the most valuable takeaway that you've learned from your experience? You know, something that helped you grow and improve as an artist.
The people, like, I don't want, like, I said a couple of things that make people not expecting, but at the same time, the people, there's a lot of good people out here, man. For every one good person, there's 10 bad. But I didn't come across some good people, man, that kind of excite me about what's to come. You know, whether it's Dom, it's Kirk, it's Sissy, it's Javion, my producer now. It's good people out here, man, that kind of like help you cross the goal line, so to speak, because you can't do none of this on your own. And coming across people like that just makes everything even more worth it, man. Because I want to see not just me win, but everybody that's on my team win, man.
I love that. Networking. It's what it is. Networking is your most valuable takeaway.
It is.
It's 100%. And that's for any artist, no matter if you're a musician, a filmmaker, a writer, a dancer. Yeah. It doesn't matter. If you're not networking, you're not going to gain any traction. You have to
None.
network. You got to
Yep.
meet people and like-minded people that want to help you. I love
Yep.
that. You know, you got to be careful, but networking is a great tool to have, and it's a wonderful, valuable experience too. So, earlier we had talked about the unexpected that can happen, but going into this project, specifically with this new single and preparing for your new full-length album coming out, what is something that you do expect? What do you want from this?
What I want from this album is just for people to get a glimpse of what I can do. I mean, a lot of people from my hometown, they really know what's going on, but this one is for the world, not just my city. This one is for the world, So I want people to like just get a glimpse into me, like as an artist, my story, where I'm from, and my town as a whole, my city. I know this is based around where I'm from and my story, but it's for the world though. It's for the world though, for sure.
Sharing that experience, sharing your story, being honest, like you said, going back to being authentic, owning who you are.
That's what it's about, man. Like a lot of people go through a lot of tough times and difficult things, and I'm not gonna shy away from none of that. So like all of it's in my music, my stories, like not one that I'm trying to hide, man. Like I'm comfortably me. So let's go. Let's go.
I like it. Speaking of going, man, what's your drive? What motivates you?
I mean, I just love what I do, but to be honest now, it's bigger than what I love to do. It's the people around me, It ain't just about me. I think that's my biggest motivation. Like making my mama proud, making my city proud, and providing for those who are around me and putting people in position to provide for their families. Like that's the true motivation, That's the true motivation.
Hey, I'm a mama's boy. I can 100% relate to that. I got to make mama proud, man.
Yeah.
If I ain't making mama proud, I'm failing somewhere.
Yeah.
And I love that too, the joy of not just your mom and your family, but your community, your friends, the people around you, people that maybe aren't even your friends, people you don't know, but they're fans. They enjoy your music. You found a way to connect with them. And I think that's an incredible motivation. That's a great drive to want to keep inspiring, which is part of why I like doing this podcast, is to inspire others, to show them the practical applications that goes into all of this, but how you can inspire, like covering the ups and downs, covering the bad as well as the good. And it sounds like to me through a lot of your music, you're showing that and you're giving them something to relate to. I love that, man. That's awesome. So, rounding this all up, man, my last question for you is really more of a statement. Is there any advice or something that you would like to say to anyone looking to do what you do? Do you have any knowledge to drop for future hip hop artists or musicians or singers? Any advice you want to give them?
Yeah, I do. I want any and everyone to know that like just starting out doing this, whether you've been doing it 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and you ain't reached the pinnacle that you want to reach, this ain't an overnight thing. Like you listen to someone that's going through the process right now and things are starting to go well, but they weren't always like this. So you have to like stick to your guns and believe in yourself. Like it's going to be like long nights or times people don't believe in you, which I still deal with, but that's the fuel. That's the motivation. So like, don't give up, man. Just don't give up. That's the only thing like I was wishing someone would told me early on in life. It's like a cliche, but it's so true. Don't give up.
I like it. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Well, man, I really appreciate you coming on today. This has been a great back and forth. You've dropped so much knowledge on me. I really love just your attitude about everything. You're hungry, and I can see it. I can hear it. Like you're out there, you're ready for it, man. And I wish you nothing but success. And for everyone that's out there listening, do yourself a favor. Do Frisco Hardbody a favor. Go listen to his new single. It's out right now. Play No Games, featuring Sada Baby. Go check it out. Listen to it. Support him. Support his future music. Keep your eyes out for that new full album coming out soon. And please, once again, this is a platform for you, Frisco. So put yourself out there. Promote whatever you want. There are links in the show notes. How can we find you? Where can we find you?
Man, Frisco Hardbody Sco everywhere. So my Instagram is at Frisco Hardbody Sco. My Facebook is Frisco Hardbody Sco. My YouTube is Frisco Hardbody Sco. Go follow me. Go support me, man. Like I'm one of the ones that you want to see win. It's an underdog story, and man, let's get it. Let's get it. Welcome to Yodyville on the way.
Welcome to Yodiville. I love it. That's so awesome. Hey, listen, before we go, is there anything else you'd like to say? Anything that you want to add to this?
Yeah. Actually, there is, man. I know y'all hear me say like Peoria, Illinois a lot, but I want people to understand like we ain't really had no one to root for, so this is really important for them. It's really important for my city to see this, to hear this, to give them something to inspire themselves, them young boys and them little girls, man. So I just want to push that, Just know, man, for my city, man, we need this, and we finally got one. So I love y'all back home.
I love it, man. And hey, sincerity at its finest right there. I love it.
For sure.
Thank you once again, man. I really appreciate you taking the time today.
Yeah, and one more, man. Thanks to my whole team. Sissy, Dom, Kirk, Cloud9, Javion, just everyone that contributed to this, man. Thank y'all.
Absolutely. And to the listeners out there, I hope you took a lot away from this conversation today. If anything, I hope you heard what Frisco was saying about owning who you are, being authentic. That's really important, especially as an artist, as a musician. Be you. Don't be anything different. And stay hungry. Stay driven. Yeah. Do not give up. As cliche as it sounds, keep doing it because it's clearly working out. And this is from someone who's done hard time. They understand having things taken away from them, and they're still out there grinding, doing it, and still loving who they are, loving where they're from, loving the community, and understanding that through bad times, you can still have good times and make something of yourself. I absolutely loved it. Frisco Hardbody Sco, this was awesome. Thank you once again, man. And to the listeners out there, until the next time, stay golden.
Stay golden, like you said.
Thanks for listening. Please be sure to rate and review and click that subscribe button for new bi-weekly episodes. As always, the theme music is provided by The Erica Page. Follow us on social media at IPA Sessions Podcast. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now we have a TikTok and YouTube. All information and links are in the show notes. So show some love and support for these amazing indie artists. And if you'd like to come on and share your journey as an independent artist, reach out to me via email at ipasessionspodcast@gmail.com. Till next time, I hope you found some inspirations for practical application and entertainment.